Going to kick it off.
Brandy, the queen.
Been spin for you guys for a little bit here. My name is DJ Crowd Control.
Jimbo, the king. Brandy, the queen. What we about to do is get on down. Come on, we're gonna get on down.
Don't mind the little ones running into the background.
Don't even think about calling me crazy. You know you beat that lady. Yeah. And when I turned and looked at you, you tried to play it off, but I could tell that you two were free. She was just too nervous. She was looking like she was hurt, like the memory had surfaced. And I got her pissed. I'm kind of wondering myself, and you really know help me and you two know each other so well.
You just tuning in, say what's up to the chat.
Should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how.
Jennifer, what's going on?
Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Don't mind the minions in the background. Solita, what's going on? Samaj, hey.
What's my body? You really turn me out. You really get the goodness. You really make me scream and shout.
We're just gonna vibe out here for a little bit. Little intro as everybody joins in.
You really try to hurt me. I really love this gangsta style.
Yo, we got chicks in the living room getting it on, and they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. O is for Uchi. Oh, you ain't know how many O's in the bankroll? Sorta like the game show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? But my name ain't Regis. Nah, the one they call when they want their thing beat up. Honeys for
Yep, everybody just joining in. My name is DJ Crowd Control, providing you guys the good jams, the vibes. We're gonna have some fun today.
Jungle, eyes red, looking for trouble, and that's Nas dancing with dimes. But who his man is? The Imperial Thug is Code D, Grand Wiz. We taking honeys to the crib tonight. Guarantee we gon' get up in their rib tonight. Check the new slang, it's changed. A brave heart gang name. When you see me pass, you holla, Uchi bang bang.
Uchi wale wale, Uchi bang bang. Uchi wale wale, Uchi bang bang. Uchi wale wale.
There she is. What's up, June?
Uchi wale wale, you really work my body. You really turn me out.
Go, Charlene.
The
jam.
How's everybody doing?
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hey, Kim. How's it going? I see Kim. I see Solita, Samaj. Welcome, guys. I'm so excited to be here with my lovely DJ, with my amazing social media assistant that has been doing an amazing job with all of my content. Charlene, how are you feeling today? This is your second live.
I'm excited. I feel I have a bigger role today, so I'm a little nervous, but it's fun. It's gonna be a fun ride.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being here. We have a jam-packed show for you today. We do have Adrian. Hopefully he gets his act together. He's having technical difficulties right now. But before we kick off, I want to welcome you with a special performance from someone that I've just actually met all through the power of networking on LinkedIn and Instagram. Her official name is Mommy Rapper, and I've been so inspired by her music that I think this is the best way to kick off this live stream. So let's bring her in. Mommy Rapper, what's up?
Mommy Rapper, what's going on?
Oh, we can't hear you. 1 second. There you go. Oh, no, wait.
Muted.
Unmute.
You're muted.
Oh,
There you go.
There he is.
sorry.
There you go.
Because I was practicing rapping, so I muted myself during that.
Oh, no. Here we go. Hold on. I'm trying to. Okay.
You hear me?
Do you want to introduce yourself to my community, who you are, and what are you going to perform? I would love for you to. She's going to perform a song called I'm Boss. And I'm really inspired by the song. So do you want to tell everyone who you are and what inspired you to write this song?
Yes, and I'm so grateful the universe connected us, June. That's when you put yourself in the vibration of your dreams, this is what happens. The people start coming into your life that you're on the same page with. So I used to be in public relations when I started building my LinkedIn profile. And then I realized my true calling was being an entertainer and performer. So now I have 4 kids, and I realized when they were small that there wasn't any rap music I could play for them safely anymore. So now I'm being the change I want to see. I have music on Spotify and everywhere, and I'm so grateful that you're giving me this opportunity to perform for your people.
Woohoo! I'm excited. This is her first live. You guys, please share some love for Mommy Rapper. Connect with her. She's going to perform right now. And then we're going to bring her back towards the end of the show for another great performance. So I'm going to give her the mic. Let's put her on the spotlight here. 1 second. Let me get my act together. Here we go.
While you're doing that, I'll just say I wrote this track called I'm Boss for all the people, especially moms, because I'm a mom and I get how hard it is to follow your dreams while raising kids. So I hope you enjoy it. You see how I do this? It ain't easy. Chasing all these littles, building a business, being a woman, being a boss. Look, watch how mommy does it. Yes, I'm a mommy, but I flow like a tsunami. Raising the tea up and now I'm down in Cali. A lot of people ask me how I'm raising babies. I just tell them I just do it. Don't think about it twice. I just get through it. Poppy doing corporate, bringing home the bacon. I be driving, washing, cooking, cleaning like a maven. Other rappers run the streets, me, I run the house. If you think you're talking back to me, you better watch your mouth. Ain't afraid to check you. Take away your pride. Littles need some boundaries or they take over your life. While the young said it straight, be the boss. Tell them no, or you end up with them boss babies trying to run the show. Yes, it's time to take the spotlight. Time to earn respect for the boss. Mommy wise, working 1 job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4. Now everybody stop. It's time to hit the floor. I'm boss. Yeah, this is for all the people out there who bossing it hard. Mom boss, dad boss, entrepreneur boss, or employee boss, any type of boss. This song's for you. Yeah. Woo!
Woohoo!
It's a shame, all these screens, raising kids in the dreams, in the brains, every hour, every day of the week. Click, 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 click away on the keys. Memories used to be made on the streets, now the screens do the raising, while parents money making. Real life maybe, but today is complicated. I just push it to the limit, cause I thrive when I kill it. Pray for the kids, do my best when I'm with them. Yeah, just a little taste. I know you want to get back to your show, so I don't want to take the spotlight. Just want to give you a taste of I'm Boss.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
That was amazing. How do you guys feel? Everyone's like commenting like crazy.
Oh, yay. Just wanted to hype up your people for your show.
Thank you so much, Mommy Rapper. We will bring you back for another performance of another great song that you've written. So thank you so much for doing that. Okay, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, guys. How did you guys like that performance? I know it's a little different. I mean, I'm trying to give you an amazing experience. I know during this time, you know, pre-COVID, we would be having holiday parties right now, right, Charlene?
Yeah, I miss like potlucks.
Potlucks. What about you, DJ Crowd Control?
Yeah, you know, right about this time, I'm pretty much wrapping up all the holiday parties and getting into New Year gigs, and unfortunately, that's going now virtual.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, so I'm glad that we were able to pivot and do something a little bit creative here by doing this and collaborating together. So thank you so much. Okay, Charlene, let's talk about LinkedIn optimization.
Go
That's
straight
a hard
into it.
that's a hard act to beat, right? But this is day 2 of my live training. I did a training yesterday and talked about LinkedIn optimization. I'm doing this to give to my community because you guys have been amazing community. You've been supporting me on this journey, and I'm really excited for the launch of my new program, my Build Your Dream Career 8-week group coaching program. I am now taking applicants, so if you are interested, let me know. Go to my website. But let's talk about LinkedIn optimization really quickly. So, Charlene, I want to put you on the spot here. Since you've been working with me now for, I think we started working together right back in September.
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
What have you learned so far about LinkedIn optimization?
So I just have to say, I learned a lot about not just LinkedIn optimization, but LinkedIn in general from you, June. Seeing like how you create content, how you display yourself in your profile, in your post. It really inspired me to start creating my own content, start educating others about like how to seek help in your job search, how to optimize yourself, how to build that brand. So that's why I'm a really big advocate, and you're honestly an inspiration to like how to help my LinkedIn profile succeed so well. And yeah, so I really liked what's it called? I got my banner updated.
Yes.
I'm actually gonna get a new profile headshot tomorrow, so that's gonna be really exciting. You'll see updates
Yay.
from me.
I'm excited.
And
Yeah.
yeah, like I say, creating that content, writing about your achievements, focusing on more on like who you are, what you want to do. That really helps like expand that my LinkedIn, showing all my skills, my achievements. That's really a big help for me in making my LinkedIn profile more big and successful, and increasing that connection count. When I started with you, I think I only had 25 connections. And now, only a couple months later, I'm already at 310, still going up, still trying to do my best, to meet people, create those connections, and, work my way up that ladder, that LinkedIn ladder.
Yes, and we definitely are going to work on increasing your community that's supporting you on your journey. But I want to really highlight what we did with Charlene's profile, because before, I think it was, what was your headline before? And I want to talk about the importance of a headline, because this is how you stand out as a candidate. And I'm going to put my recruiter hat on and tell you that this is the most important piece of prime real estate on your LinkedIn profile, because as a recruiter, what they use is LinkedIn Recruiter. And when they come up with Boolean search strings, which is a search string that includes different keywords. So for example, if I'm looking for someone that is a marketing assistant that has SEO experience, coordinating, and like marketing background, I'm going to try to find that with my Boolean search string. And the first thing that's going to pop up on my search results as a recruiter is my headline, is the headline of the candidate. So, Charlene, what was your headline before? It was very general before, right? And very vague.
It was just honestly what I was currently doing. It was I'm a barista at Pete's Coffee. Still am, but
Yes.
now I'm trying to focus more on like what I'm learning, what I'm doing now, who I want to become. So that's why I've started to increase it, be more descriptive, say like what I'm good at, what I'm getting better at, and what I'm learning every day.
Yes. And what I love about this is basically, so what my recommendation is for everyone that's tuning in, if you didn't tune in yesterday, you want to include as many keywords on your LinkedIn headline, as well as, okay, Adrian, he said he's working through a major tech SNAFU. I don't know what that means.
Snafu.
Snafu. Okay, he's running late to the club Build with June. Oh my goodness. We had this whole thing planned and we like practiced and everything, but okay, I will give you a pass, Adrian. Hopefully you get your act together. But what I'm saying is you want to include as many keywords on your LinkedIn profile, because the more keywords you have, the higher the chances that you will pop up on recruiters' search results. And Charlene, I love what you did with your banner here. So, what did you learn since we've been working together? The importance of having a personalized banner.
So I learned your banner should be a very clear message on who you are, what you bring to the table, so that because one of the banners, one of the what's it called? A lot of us are visual learners, so we like to see like pictures immediately. So having that banner show either what you're passionate in, what you're good at, how to contact you, that all those messages, and promoting that personal brand of yours. That should be very clear in your banner. So before, I actually didn't have a banner, and I think after that it was like a latte because I did like coffee, but it wasn't really showing like what I want to do, what these new skills I've acquired, and like how to contact me, and even my new LinkedIn hashtag Shars Road to Growth. And yeah, so like putting all of that information there for people to see in case they just need like a snapshot moment. It's all there for you.
I can't hear. I have to go back on. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I can't hear. That's so weird. 1 second, guys.
We can hear
Oh my
you.
goodness.
We can hear you. Oh, bring back the music, I guess.
All right, guys, we're gonna pump it up a little bit.
DJ Crowd Control.
That's so weird. Can you guys hear me?
Can you hear us?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Oh my god. Okay, what were you saying? You didn't even hear. So you learned to personalize your LinkedIn banner, and what I love about it, you're making it easier for people to reach out to you because you have your contact information right there.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Hold on. I am trying to deal with Adrian right now. In the meantime, I'm going to see if Stephen Liu can join because he just pinged me. Let's see. Here is. Okay. What questions do you have in the meantime as we figure out what's going on with Adrian when it comes to anything? Because I know that you are prepping for an elevator pitch.
Yes.
Competition. Do you want to tell everyone what that's all about?
Yeah. So I actually have an upcoming networking event with a program I'm with Climb Higher, and in the program we're going to be talking to a lot of industry professionals, kind of like in a speed dating, speed round type of setting. So we're learning how to develop and even create our elevator pitch. And I just wanted to figure out how to create an elevator pitch. Like what should I highlight, what to focus on. And I just want to say hi, Maria. I just saw her message.
Yes. So I definitely think that you should focus on what your strengths are. And then also, I know that you want to pivot into the marketing world. So I would definitely mention that you are a marketing specialist, you're a marketing assistant, and then talk about some of the highlights and accomplishments you've done in the short amount of time as far as us working together. So on top of mind, what are like the biggest accomplishments that you've done for yourself and my business by doing everything that you're doing as far as like content creation? What is the one thing that you're most proud of?
Ooh, from everything?
Yes.
Ooh, that's a big question. I have to say I'm very proud of honestly just getting that opportunity to work with you and creating the content, seeing the growth of how my content has expanded. From I used to like copy and paste what you like captions you wrote and had very basic designs, but now I've elevated, starting to create more complex designs, starting to write my own captions that show your message, and just a lot of that was a really big step for me. So like learning how to do that, how to use Canva, how to use LinkedIn, how to use Asana. So yeah, just small things like that, honestly, and just seeing everyone's responses to it really makes me happy. Really appreciate it. Yeah.
Yes, please follow Charlene. She's been doing an amazing job. really putting herself out there and going out of her comfort zone. I am going to welcome, well, as we wait for Adrian, I'm going to welcome Stephen Liu, because one of the things, and I surveyed the community last week about what do you want to see as far as like free live training, and the majority have voted, or about 25% of people said networking. So let's bring Stephen Liu in.
Hey June, can you hear me?
I can. Thanks for coming in.
It's been a crazy work day trying to wrap up here.
Well, thank you for coming. I know Stephen was actually recently on our live. When was it, Charlene? A couple of weeks ago?
I think so, like about a week or two ago, from what I remember.
Yes, and we talked about how. What was it about? I've done so many lives since then.
Creating video content on LinkedIn.
Yes, and how it basically boosts up his self-confidence. So I'm glad that you're back, because we want to talk about networking. And here's my tip. My first tip of the day is, when it comes to networking, you really want to understand your why and purpose behind it. Whether if you are looking to network and gain new opportunities, or if you want to gain mentorship, or say if you just want to collaborate and just learn and just expand your professional network. But another thing too, and I think I think it's Melody. No, yeah, Melody. Melody was on our recent live, and she commented before she wanted to start applying for jobs, she wanted to build her personal brand. And that's really important, because before you start having informative chats, you really want to share what kind of skills and projects that you're really proud of, because you're sharing your value. So what are your thoughts on that, Stephen?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. You understand your why. Like, why do you want to reach out to this person? Why do you want to build that connection? I want to add on to that. What I want to add on to that is, don't make it all about you, right? Don't just say, oh, this is me and this is what I want from you, but be genuine about it, right? Like, explain why you want to learn from this person. Is this person, an expert in their field? Is there, are they in a position where you want to be in the future? And be curious and ask questions about, how did you get to where you are, or what tips do you have for me? So don't make it, too one-sided or anything like that, right? Be genuine and get to know them as well. Don't make it transactional. Don't make it like you want everything from them, but be willing to give and take.
Yes, that's great. Okay, Adrian's here.
Welcome.
No, it's a party. Stephen, you forgot to wear your club gear.
Dave, come on.
I didn't know it was a club.
Are you kidding me? Did you see my flyers?
We're here.
I'm still working here. I'm not at the club yet.
What's that?
I'm still working here. I'm still working. I'm not at the club yet.
Hey, Steven, it's all good, man. I got you in the VIP list.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just missing my lens view here.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna put Adrian in the spot right now. I'm giving you a spotlight, okay? Because
this is so awesome.
I'm gonna give you a solo spotlight. Do you want to introduce everyone to who you are?
I thought you do the introduction. Did I miss that already?
No, I didn't. Okay, let me give you the introduction one second. This is so funny. The beauty of live, you guys.
This is growth. I love it.
It is growth.
Drink it in.
Okay, one second, you guys. So this is Adrian, and we've actually been connected now for, I want to say, 7 months. And that's okay. Adrian is the president and the life coach of ThePeopleTree, where he coaches young adults and professionals for life and career growth. After 16 years in direct sales, leadership, and recruiting for organizations both large and small, he chose to pursue coaching full-time. He's also a career coach with Flatiron School and PathMatch, helping students and graduates navigate through their job searches to find careers they love. So welcome, Adrian.
Hello. This is awesome.
Well, thanks for being here. So we talked about, and maybe Stephen, you could chime in too. We talked about, Adrian and I, how job searching is like trying to get in the hottest nightclub in town.
Club June. It's the hottest club in town.
Yeah. Can you elaborate more on that, Adrian?
Well, have you and your lady friends or fellas, your guys, gotten together on a Saturday night, gotten all dressed up, looking good, and gone out to the club?
Yes. Have you, Steven?
One of us has. Cool. So the idea of the club idea is likened to the job search in this way. So you show up looking good. All you ladies are together, all you guys are together, and you get there, and there's just this long line. So you get in line, you're ready to pay your cover, whenever that is, and you cannot help but notice this other line that starts forming of people who just keep walking by you. Get around the line, and they get in through the side door. June, have you ever experienced that before?
Yeah, I have.
And you're asking yourself, what are these people doing that I'm not?
What are they doing? What are they paying the bouncer? Like, are they on some special list or what?
Well, the truth is, they know someone on the inside. They know the bouncer. They know the DJ. They know the bartender. They know the owner. You're stuck out there in the cold. The reason that's a lot like a job search is because if all you do is apply to a job, you're going to be stuck outside in the cold waiting in line. And the people who find success in their job search, which is a lot of what June and I train around, we give them the tools so that they can get in the side door by putting someone on the inside, or really smart people actually know people that know people on the inside.
Yes. So you guys, in order to get into the hottest tech companies in the industry,
the hottest tech clubs in town,
you gotta do more than just you gotta do more than just applying to the position. You gotta do more than just reaching out to the recruiter, right?
That's right.
What are your thoughts on that, Steven?
Yeah, it's not just knowing the person. You have to be able to build that relationship as well, right? Because you can't just say, "Oh, I know the name of the person," and that person doesn't know who you are. That doesn't matter, right? In a club situation or for a job, you want to network, but also build relationships, follow up with people, get to know them. Get on that Zoom call, take that extra step, and that makes a big difference.
Yes. What are your tips, Adrian? I shared my tips as far as like understanding your why, your motivation behind it. And then before reaching out to people and actually applying for positions, really identifying your superpowers, strengths, and skills. What are your quick tips on how to network effectively?
Yeah, well, Steven is right. If you don't have the relationship, you're going to be stuck with that 80% or so that's left applying for jobs because they get referred in. So the best way to build those relationships, at least the tool that we all have at our disposal, we're using it right now, is LinkedIn. And so what I train my students, grads, and clients to do is start building relationships with people at companies you want to potentially work at, whether or not there's an active role that you're applying for. Because you build those relationships on LinkedIn, and I have a process for that. Should a role come up, you've already done the work of fostering the relationship, and it's an easy ask to see if you can get a referral in consideration for that role. But yeah, Steve's right. It's not only about knowing the people who are in the VIP or the people who are getting in through the side door or let you in. You got to build those relationships. At least if you want to see impactful results in your job search, which I've seen.
Yeah, and that's something that I do in my 8-week coaching program, is really helping my clients really build up the confidence to start getting out there on LinkedIn, networking. But of course, we want to focus on branding yourself, having an optimized LinkedIn profile. But the first thing that I do with my clients, and Charlene can talk about this too, is I really focus on mindsets and like overcoming those limiting beliefs, because it definitely can be intimidating putting yourself out there. I dealt with imposter syndrome. 70% of people have dealt with imposter syndrome at least once in their lives. What is your take on that, Adrian?
Imposter syndrome.
Yes. Like, what do you do, or what are your practices on how to overcome that?
Piece that you mentioned is spot on. Our mindset around imposter syndrome and whether that hinders us or whether we assign imposter syndrome a valuable role that would suggest, okay, I'm feeling imposter syndrome, so this actually could be a good thing. It means I'm on something that I'm uncomfortable with, that I probably should do. So that's part of the training I do with my clients as well, is just admit that imposter syndrome happens. You said, everybody's felt it once in a while. I feel it every day. I'm feeling it literally right now on my first live appearance ever.
You're doing great.
But using it as a tool and not letting it drag you down. And just, you have to rewire your brain and give it a whole new assignment, really, so that when it does pop up, you recognize, because it's about you. You're about to do something big that you probably haven't done before. And so that means to lean in, not to shy away from it.
No, absolutely. And then also too, my biggest thing is like recognizing why you're feeling that way. Is it something new that you're doing? Are you comparing yourself? And also, especially to what I think for me, when I started sharing content on LinkedIn, it took me a while. I mean, I started to follow Steve. Steven keeps going in and out. I'm gonna take you back off, Steven. But I was going to say that before I even started creating content on LinkedIn, I was just following people that inspired me. So that's like my biggest thing too, is start following people that inspire you, get inspired by their content, and then start sharing your story. Right?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. I love your shades.
Mine?
Yeah.
They're pretty.
Charlene, did you have any questions for us? Or anyone in the comment section? Any questions for Adrian and I? I think you had a few questions prepared.
Oh, yes, I do have a couple questions prepared. So this is a question, and not just for me, but for a lot of job seekers I know out there. A lot of people are trying to enter industries like tech, and they don't have, let's say, like any professional experience in tech, but they really want to get in. What would you recommend for them, like, to get started on that journey? Just so I can share it with people that I know that they also want to do the same thing, but they're just not sure how to like get their feet into the tech field.
Was that directed at me or June?
You go first, Adrian. You go afterwards.
Yes.
I'm kind
Well,
of.
it's normal to feel scared when you're making a pivot. Is the sort of the popular word is, or a career transition, which is. I was doing this for a period of time, and now I'm looking to do something entirely different. I've experienced that myself in a long career of sales, and then a short stint in recruiting, and then moving to a life and career coach. And so the first thing you really have to do is set some goals around it, honestly, is just writing things down and putting them on paper, typing them out, but getting them out of your head so they don't seem so cluttered in there. And start thinking about, okay, well, let's start with, maybe what's important to me in the company that I'm going to work with, right? Maybe getting 5 or 10 values out there, maybe 5 or 10, maybe 20 companies that I would ideally like to work for. And so I think just getting your head around what the reality of that, trying to find alignment between yourself and that organization. That's really a first step, because if you don't put it out there practically, it's kind of hard to get your head around it in the first place.
Yeah,
I love that.
I agree too. And then also understanding, if you want to pivot into a new industry, see if there's any transferable skill sets that you have in your current role. I know we're working with Charlene. She does a lot of like implementing new practices to optimize like how everything's being like sold and organized at the location that she's working at, and also really trying to see and network and see if there's any, because I know you graduated from UC Berkeley. No, UC Santa Cruz?
Santa Barbara.
UC Santa Barbara. So what you can do, and we know that you are looking into pivoting into like social media marketing assistant, is you can do a targeted search on LinkedIn by using the people filter and all filters, and trying to find alumni from UC Santa Barbara, and trying to find people that are in the positions or industries that you are looking to pivot in, and then having informative chats with them and see if they could possibly refer you or possibly mentor you. You know, and then also another biggest thing that I'm trying to encourage Charlene to do is start sharing content on LinkedIn and talk about what you've learned, talk about the skills that you've been picking up with social media, because you never know who's watching your content on LinkedIn, right? What are your thoughts, Steven? I see you smiling here.
Yeah, I just want to add on to what you said. You know, a lot of it's about the transferable skills, right? And, you know, Charlene, you said previously, or you still work at a barista, and you might say, oh, how does that, you know, what skills can I take that and, you know, apply to a tech job? I mean, you know, as a barista, you're customer facing all the time, right? You deal with, you know, spontaneous and just random requests and being able to adjust on the fly. You streamline processes. So there's a lot of things, no matter, you know, what field or what position you come from, that are transferable skills if you think about it hard enough. And you know, like what June said, you know, when you network, you're trying to find that person or find that individual to have that targeted conversation with. Just, you know, search by your school, right? Because that's the easiest thing to find someone that has in common with you, right? Or maybe you go look at their profile and say, oh, hey, you know, I also immigrated to this country, or, you know, we find some similarity, and that'll make that conversation much more relatable, and it'll make building that relationship so much easier.
That's great.
So like that helps a lot. Like I never really thought about reaching out to my school again. But yeah, I need to look into like past alumni and be like, you know, it's a party. I'm trying to find the club here, you know?
Yeah.
My school's a party school.
It's a party, right, Adrian? You look so serious.
A really good party. You want to be.
Adrian, you want to share what you talked about? Remember we were talking about today about, you did a little experiment earlier today on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are scared, or what they've been asking me is like, how do I build a personal brand? How do I grow my community on LinkedIn? And you did something today that you mentioned that I think you should definitely share, because I think people could take away from it and practice that strategy to grow their community and to grow their personal brand. Do you want to share that?
Yeah, and if my friend Marcus Chan was here, I would give him a lot of credit for my experience here, because that guy really knows how to build a brand. And so I'll give him some of the credit here. But one thing I learned from him was to start following people and engaging with their content first. And then he sends, and this is what I learned, is sending connection requests without a message. And then my introduction message actually comes after the connection request is accepted. But what I did today was I looked at the 100 or so people who RSVP'd to this event. And I went through and I started engaging with a handful of them, maybe 10 or 12. That's probably watching right now. And so I just made thoughtful comments I liked, and I commented. And what I try to do is I try to stay curious, and I try to express gratitude. And so if I find something insightful, I just express how I found it insightful, and then I like or love or whatever it is they posted. And then from there, I'll go back and add add them with a connection request without a message. And then once they accept, which if they're online and they see that I've engaged with them, it's probably within a couple of years they'll accept. I send them an introductory message. Now I've been doing it with a voicemail, but I also have sort of this like a 5-sentence format that I use with some of my students, grads and job seekers that gets a really high response rate. So through this, what I'm seeing is they're engaging with more people that they normally wouldn't have. They're staying curious, so they're just trying to find things that they really appreciate, and they're just mentioning it. And we all put content out there, and we get those dopamine hits when people like, love, share, comment our stuff. And so I just think it's a great way to authentically engage with people without sending that cold connection request. And you look at that and you go, who is this person?
Mm-hmm.
And so I did a little experiment with 10 or 12 people today, and I noticed that a lot of them accepted my connection request. And a handful of them, I got a chance to, after that, send them a voice prior to getting, derailed by my tech snafu. But I did that today, and I noticed I picked up another 10 or 12 connections.
See, there you go, guys. It's as simple as that. You just have to engage, build community. That's also a great strategy too. Is say if you want to get noticed by a specific company, maybe commenting on tech recruiters posts, articles. I do want to answer this question before we bring Mommy Rapper back to the show. I think it's from Melody. Where is your question? She asks, what do you do if people at your dream job company are never on LinkedIn? What do you mean by that, Melody? Do you mean that by like they're not posting any content on LinkedIn? I know that what I've used as a recruiter, I've used different apps called, I think it's called Clearbait, where it helps me discover emails, work emails. That's another great way to reach out to people is finding their emails, or maybe, What are your thoughts, Steven? Do you know?
Yeah. I was gonna say you can. Most people do put their email or something or their phone number on their LinkedIn and use that as a way to connect with them. Make sure they know who you are. Especially when you send them a text message or an email, right? Rather than LinkedIn, where you don't quite have a face to identify with it. So yeah, again, just like you would send a regular connection request, put out there, hey, why do you want to reach out to this person, and point out that commonality you have with them, and it'll make them more likely to respond to you.
Yeah, I think also too maybe finding like common connections with that person, and then somehow building a relationship with that person, and then asking them for an introduction maybe. So that's another way too. What is your tip, Adrian?
Well, what you both just talked about, that's the building a relationship with somebody who might know somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
The whole instead of building those relationships with people in the club, if you build relationships with people that know those people, sometimes those can get you relationships. Develop that strong tie to somebody who's up in the club. So I totally agree with that. And what Steven was talking about, finding some ways to get known a little bit, but then maybe email them or reach out to them as well. All this stuff is differentiating yourself. Just submitting the application and waiting, or submitting the application and messaging the job post. The job post is going to get the most messages. And so finding some of those other common connections who can introduce you to people, that's great.
Yes, thank you for that. Okay. So thank you guys for coming to my live launch. I'm going to bring back Mommy Rapper. While she's getting ready, Ryan, do you want to play some music to hype her up a little bit?
Yeah, I got you.
You guys ready to dance? I'm going to give Adrian a highlight here.
We're now rocking with DJ Crowd Control.
Okay, Steven. Okay, here's mine. Okay, Ryan. Dance, no? Okay. Okay. Here is Mommy Rapper. Let me give you a highlight. Hold on, I do this. Solo layout. Okay.
Hey.
Hey.
Loving those tunes. Can't wait to do DJ Crowd Controls live on Twitch on Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Shout out. So you ready for me?
Yes. You want to talk about what inspired you to write the song?
Yeah, so this is the first single I wrote after moving to the United States from Canada. If there's any Canadians on this live, that would be awesome. Drop it in the chat. Besides my husband, who's probably on this call. Yeah, so doing my own thing was inspired by the fact that I am a mother, I am a rapper, and I feel, June, I was talking to you about this, like, I feel like a square peg and a round hole. Like, I don't always fit into society's silos and categories for things, and maybe there's people on this live that feel the same way. So I hope this track speaks to you. This is for anyone who feels like they're just creating their own unique brand, which is very important. So that's what this track is about. Not always fitting in, but doing your own thing. And it's also my call to the music industry, to all of the, you know, women. Where are those female rappers that are being role models for our youth? So here we go. It's a bit deep. It's different than I'm Boss I performed at the beginning. Ready? Here we go. Wrong frame of mind. Doors closed and didn't get that it just wasn't time. Spinning circles like tornadoes going out my mind. Disconnected from my third eye, living blind. Don't want to quit this life. I ain't your ordinary housewife. Want to do my thing, the dream is mine. I'm a crazy dreamer, Einstein. Never want to compromise. Got my eye on the prize. Yeah, so what? I'm pint-sized. I know how to improvise. Keeping people mesmerized. Leader of my enterprise. Watch me as I specialize. Tired of the same size. Where my ladies in the game. The ones who don't push with profane and mofane, do cocaine and hanging from 2 chains. You giving me a migraine. I'm not on the same plane. I'm doing my own thing. I just rap, I don't sing. I'm paving my own lane. If you want the same thing, then baby, come join me. I'm doing my own thing. Yeah, that was doing my own thing. Thanks for having me on your live, June.
Woohoo! That was amazing. I would love to bring you back for the new year.
Thank you. I'd love to.
Yes. Okay.
Odian, stay close to your phone.
What?
Yeah, you and I are going to talk after this.
Yeah, everyone, please connect with everyone here that is on my live. Steven, Charlene, I will put them on the comments. DJ Crowd Control, do you want to take us out?
Yeah, we got this right now.
Yo, you got 5 seconds to get to the dance floor. The roof. Let's go.
We gon' do this thing go right. Say what? It's some sexy ladies in the house. We gon' do this thing go right. Say what? It's some sexy ladies in the house. We gon' start this thing go right. Say what? It's some sexy ladies in the house. We gon' start this thing go right. Say what? It's some sexy ladies in the house.
East Coast, West Coast, everybody worldwide, get your hands in the air. Hit the floor, right side, left side, inside, outside.
Bend over to the front and touch your toes.
East Coast, West Coast, everybody worldwide, get your hands in the air. Hit the floor, right side, left side, inside, outside.
Throw your hands up and your bounce, bounce. 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 Throw your hands up.
DJ Crowd Control.
All right, stop what you're doing, because I'm about to.
Doing my own thing, you guys. Everyone do your own thing.
But yo, I'm
Don't
making
compare yourself to anyone, please. Thank you guys for being here. Have a great rest of your week. Apply for my group coaching program right here. See you soon. Bye.